You boys want to start these podcasts today?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. My grandson didn't call me this week, and neither did any of our listeners, so we should probably just start the intro.
Cue intro.
We're the plastics of podcasting. First, you have Joe. He's the guy who can quote SNL better than their own cast. Weirdly good at naming random station wagons by looking at their tires. And once made a stranger cry at brunch just by raising an eyebrow. Anthony, think Regina George if she were gay, southern, and unrealistically tall. He will compliment your outfit and ruin your life in the same sentence. And me, I'm Jay. I'm the one your therapist warned you about. Equal parts charm and chaos with a PhD in mispronouncing words. And together, we're your hosts of Beards and Sundries.
And welcome back.
Hi? Wow, Anthony, could you not sound so shitty, please?
I'm going to try, and that was a weird moment. I've sounded like that most of the day, but we'll see. I'll sleep at a nap.
Those tires? It's a powder blue 1996 Buick Century with the wood trim. Hello.
Welcome back to Season 7, Episode 10 of Beards and Sundries.
Anything, Jay? No?
No?
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
No?
Is
yeah,
that
cool.
Merlin
Keep
behind
going.
you?
That is Blanche behind me.
Blanche
shut
is
up.
looking
She's loving the window.
rotund.
I should. Oh, are you calling a bitch fat? No, I'm kidding.
Just call her fat.
Reggie is out in the living room because he mysteriously, I've discovered, when I let him hang out with me while we're recording, mysteriously finds things and chews them up. And so I have this gorgeous little essential oil diffuser over here that looks like a fireplace, and he found the remote to it and chewed it up. So I was like, I guess I don't need the remote.
He says, I'm about to tear this thing up.
Oh, Antonio Banderas over there trying to get some butt.
With Reggie in his basement. But that's right, guys. It is time for another lunch break here at Beards and Sundries, the shop where three gay men with beards do inventory on a new sundry in each episode.
My name is Jay, and 1 out of 1 doctors say that my asshole is robust and tight.
Which doctor? Dr. Sleep?
Well, he said he was a doctor when he pulled me into the back alley.
Gonna need references for that one.
I've got good news for you, or bad, depending on your outlook. Tight.
I'm Anthony.
Sure.
I'm Anthony, the patient that's all too willing to get that prostate exam.
When's my next prostate exam?
Whoa,
I'm
you didn't tell me you
still
were
waiting.
pro-state.
Hey, don't steal my joke on the podcast.
And I'm Joe, and date of birth. And that means that today's sundry items are doctor's appointments. Beardos, white people are stupid. I'm just leaving that in there forever. Now, the three of us are very well versed in the way that healthcare works in this country. At
You wanna
least
do
the
that
way
again?
it actually works.
No,
Yeah, we
keep
do
going.
it
It's
again.
fine.
I don't know. You think?
The fuck-ups are what make the show great.
Oh, I know, Jay. I
Come
know.
on, honey, you're doing great.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Now, the three of us are very well versed in the way healthcare works in this country. At least, the way it actually works, not the way it should. Today, we're going to chat about both the funny and the annoying parts of going to the doctor. After the break, we're going to explore our medical sides a little bit, and Jay has decided to show some fun photos of his hemorrhoids. Those photos really stink.
Looks like just a bunch of red grapes.
They've been in the sun. Later on, we've got some Beardo-submitted sundries that turn our heads and cough. And then for game time, I've got a trivia game that you don't need to go into astronomical debt for. But before we lie on a medical form about how many drinks per week we consume, how about this week's lack of a voicemail?
Oh my god, I fucking lie about that every time. Today it asked
Same,
me,
bitch.
how much alcohol? And I was like, 5 glasses of wine a week.
The week
I
is one day
literally-
long.
Before this recording, had 3 beers, and this is wine mixed with seltzer water.
Get it, girl.
Jay, you can't drink wine with seltzer water after Labor Day.
I want to be bludgeoned by that payphone so bad.
I saw that Facebook status you posted, and I was like, this faggot. It was good, though. I expected
Oh,
it.
wasn't it? I was like, oh, I do it because I really just want to see the payphone, but 10% want to be bludgeoned to death.
10. Wow.
Have you seen
Must have
politics
been a good
lately?
Yeah.
Am I right? Anyways, yeah, we didn't have a voicemail because, I don't know, nobody loves us anymore.
Well, it's okay, Beardos. You don't have to use a payphone. You can use your cell phone. You can call the store phone. Remember, that phone doesn't ring. It goes right to voicemail. So feel free to call us. You can delete an email. You can delete a voicemail. You can don't even have to send an email. You can send us a review on Apple Podcasts. You can send us a review anywhere.
Oh, yeah. I was like, the best part is I really appreciate it when people send the voice memos through email. That's the easiest way to track it down. And
That's true. Yeah.
I'm about to
that's
cancel the
easier
phone
to
number for that. Save me $45 a month.
The phone number
That's
is,
costing you $45 a month.
Yeah, it's a cell phone plan.
Oh yeah, you got to.
I thought it was just like tied to. I thought it was just like tied to your regular. I guess
Yeah,
that
well,
would mean it is.
Season 8.
Port it to a.
We're getting a
virtual
lot of
number.
use out of it.
I know. I thought about that.
Like
You
just
should-
get-
you
like,
should.
It's super cheap. Do like a Google VoIP thing.
Well,
Yeah, and then get like a vintage phone that you can actually like pick up and use on.
I still have
like,
a flip
video.
phone somewhere in storage. Oopsies.
Is it
I set
Motorola
my-
StarTech?
Actually, I don't remember what it is. StarTech.
It's a Gucci Razor from 2007.
Gucci. You think I was rich back then? 2007, I was broke as fuck.
Well, Anthony, would you like to ask me where to find sundries?
Oh yeah, Joe. Do you think you could find my naughty bits in the sundries aisle? Because I'm getting a prostate exam.
Yeah, they're right next to the cotton swabs.
Oh, I found some polyps here. Oh, those are just grapes. Never mind.
Which hole? No, but oh God, what, Jay?
No, I'm actually laughing about his cough.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. But
Well, because he just fucking coughs all the time on this goddamn show.
I'm sick. Asshole.
now, speaking of hemorrhoids, asshole, I'm over here, Danny DeVito. But if you guys are new to the show and you're wondering just what the hell a sundry is, the term comes from an old English word meaning odds and ends. Now today, it's used mainly in retail as a way to group together items that don't typically have a group of their own. So, as three very doctoral gay men with beards, we are using the term to group together the wide range of topics that we cover.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
What was that, Jay? I can't hear you.
I can't hear you, Jay. I think your
Can't hear
pussy
you.
unplugged your headphones.
There we
Shut
go.
the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I muted
How
you,
the-
son of a bitch.
how
Make
the
fun of me
fuck did
coughing. You can
Blanche-
fuck all the way off. She didn't do that. I did that. You motherfucker.
The call was coming from inside the market.
I was like, how the fuck did Blanche do that? That bitch.
Because you don't pay attention whenever Joe does his intro, and so I know that's a moment that I can sneak up and do shit
Oh,
to
yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
Do
I
you
think I
guys
hear
pay
the music
attention to all
coming
my
back on.
stories?
Let's take a break.
you. What'd you say?
Exactly. I was like, is there some weird lopsided truth here?
Yes.
Oh, okay. My bad.
But, so let's talk about Anthony's cough and why that is. Now, Beardos, we just got back from Minneapolis, and it was a wonderful time. We had an amazing time at the state fair. Everything was delicious. My Uncrustaburger was an experience. I have photos on my socials. If anyone wants to see them, I'll be happy to send them to you. But
I saw
great
the peanut
time.
butter and jelly
Oh my God.
pouring from that thing.
It was
Yeah.
a lot. You should have seen it in
What am
person.
I-
It was fucking everywhere.
One of my friends was like, did anyone else get a bite? And I said, nope, they just enjoyed the show, baby.
No,
Oh, I had a bite. I did get a bite. He let me have one.
Oh, you did? Oh.
And I
Get a
did.
bite of
see-
that Uncrustable, son.
He did offer me
Oh
more. I
my
didn't.
goodness.
Shut the fuck up, both of you.
That was a great trip. We had an amazing time. We saw a bunch of friends, got to, go out a couple times. We, went a little crazier than we should have, honestly. And Anthony's introvertedness got a little bit triggered and got a little bit of a head cold going. I'm feeling a little bit of the sniffles a little bit, but I'm still doing all right. We're just combating it as much as we can with Dayquil and decongestants and stuff like that. But overall, amazing trip as usual. Had so much fun.
We had like 2 to 3 social events every single day, is what he
Yeah.
means by we got a little crazy.
Oh yeah, that's absolutely my fault for scheduling us so heavy, like I always do.
I mean, we saw almost everybody that we wanted to see, except that we didn't because we could have still seen a lot more people.
Well, we saw a couple of people more than once as well because, it's just so nice to see some people up there that we, wanted to do more stuff and ate a bunch of yummy food, played a bunch of fun video games. We were introduced to a wonderful new D&D adjacent / Jackbox style game that was a lot of
Ooh,
fun. that We
yeah.
can talk about a little bit later too. And it was just great. It was just so good for our souls and so good for us to reset and see a bunch of people up there that we love. And it was just great.
But not good for my upper respiratory system. Ooh.
Well, we also little quick bonus clip. We found out that Beardos, Zach, and Toad are moving to Seattle at the end of the year. So if any of you are well versed in Seattle and have any fun tips or tricks or things they should check out when they move, or areas they should check out, or areas they should avoid, write in. I'm sure we'd love to pass things along to them.
I loved Seattle.
I've never been, so I'm very excited to go visit them next year.
I was
It
going to
was
say, I'm really excited
nice.
that Like, I'm sad that they're moving away from Minneapolis because that means when we move up there that they won't be there. But it will be like a good motivation to go visit Seattle because
Yeah, because now we have a good reason to, or a better reason to.
When I say
I've
this-
always wanted to go, but that's like a great reason to like go.
When I say
Absolutely.
this story, I know that I'm going to sound like an asshole because I did think my ex, my
Thank God. Thank God the mute button exists. Look at that. It's so much fucking better. Ugh. You can't even sound like an asshole if you can't hear him.
Face. Just do your old man face. Bu.
no, you don't get that.
I unmuted you too.
I saw.
Oh, okay. Making sure.
You're gonna get a loud decibel warning on your watch again.
My ex's old job years ago was like, we want you to move to Seattle and we want you to live downtown. And I was like,
Downtown.
oh, okay. Because he needed to be close to, I don't know, some fucking shit there.
Space
and I was like,
Needle. I don't
okay,
know.
well, I mean, what are they going to pay you? And he's like, $65,000 a year, which was more than he made at the time. And
Wow.
I remember my asshole face was like, huh?
What year was this?
2015.
Nope. There's no way
No.
you'd be homeless.
And I
Yeah,
told him, I sit
you
there and I
can't
went,
live in downtown Seattle on that.
and he's like, that's the most I've ever made. And I said,
Yeah.
in Oklahoma, that's a tolerable salary 10
Absolutely.
years ago. And I
10
said,
years ago.
Seattle? No. You need to live downtown. You need a six-figure. And
Yep.
he's like, yeah, but, you and I'd be working together. And I was like, bitch, I work in oil.
Yeah.
That is not an industry that's here.
They're not big fans of it there.
They don't love it. So I'm going to have
No.
to change industries and figure that out. And I was like, and
Yeah.
I'm not going to go back to, like, bank teller pay.
Yeah, no.
because
Could've
I'm
worked
like,
at Starbucks corporate. You're like, I have experience with coffee because coffee's
You could've
adjacent to
worked-
tea. And then
I used to
the
drink it
Beverly
all the
Hillbillies-
time.
And the Beverly Hillbillies called oil Texas tea, and so it's adjacent. And so, anyways, I have experience.
And I get in there and I'm like, wait a minute. You guys don't just use like a bun machine where I just like throw the grinds in,
No,
hit brew.
you get in there,
Where's
you get
the
in there,
Keurig?
and that's
Where do I throw the
exactly what
pods?
they're using is a bun machine.
Guys, I went to the Starbucks for the first time today in forever.
Oh, my
had a
friend
gift
sent me
card,
some
but-
video.
That's it. I had a gift card, and me and my friend met there. And I went to the one that's kind of in the really nice part of town to meet my friend.
Oh,
And-
what? Nichols Hills, I think.
Yes!
they call it?
It was Nichols
got
Hills,
it
which
right.
is close to my job, and I didn't. I hated it because we pulled in and the parking lot was fucking insane because every rich person was like, "Oh, stop it, turn your back." But then, as we're sitting on the patio in the gorgeous weather this morning and just chatting away with her little child and drinking our pumpkin cold brew, fucking A, and then
16
having a little
pumps
piece
of vanilla almond.
pumpkin bread. I watched a lot of very attractive men walk in. I was like, wait a minute. Maybe I should be sitting here more often.
You think they're making $65K?
Hopefully more. But, you know what? Anyways, continuing.
Okay. Well, what'd you drink? What did you get? A pumpkin spice latte?
No, I ended up doing the pumpkin cream cold brew.
Ooh, that sounds so good.
It was
God.
good. It's just as I was taking every sip, I'm like, fucking calories in this thing are probably atrocious.
Yeah. We're also in
That's
that
the
time of
problem
year.
with Starbucks is
Go
that
ahead.
like their coffee's fine. It's like mid most of the
See, I
time,
don't like it that much.
and
They're cold
it's
brews.
so. But you can find things that are like that are either the same price or a little less expensive that are actually fucking good.
There's a place here in Oklahoma City, like a mile from me, and it's called Toast and Coffee, and it's a gay-owned little place. And
What do they have there?
Coffee and toast.
Toast.
So they do like fancy toast. You can get like really, you can get really fancy like avocado toast with all sorts of shit on it, depending on what you order. They also do a quiche of the month, and so like they're really good. And but their coffee, like I'll get a 24-ounce cold brew, be just completely about to shit myself later for like $5.
Wow.
Bitch.
Yeah, and
I've got
I
where
love them.
almost only drink cold brew. We went and what was that coffee that we got that was so bad? In Minneapolis.
It was Brugger's Bagels.
Yeah, so there's this little like local chain up there that's Brugger's Bagels that we really enjoyed the first couple of times we were there, but like every subsequent trip that we've been to them, it's gotten worse. And I got myself a vanilla cold brew, and it was like really bad, like super bitter. It was
Bruegger's
less like it was cold brew, and it was more like they brewed it and they chilled it afterwards. And so, like, I don't know. Anyways,
to give you an idea, Bruegger's is kind of like Panera.
Ah.
Then what, Anthony?
you're fine. Go ahead. I'm done talking. My voice is betraying me. We went to a place called Latunji's a couple of days later, which is a local coffee shop that was just like I think I also got another vanilla cold brew there, but like it was so much better. It was so good. And anyways, you explain it, Joe, because I'm gonna be rambling and my lungs are giving out.
It was so good that even I enjoyed a couple of sips, and I'm not a coffee fan.
He hates coffee.
And
That's right. I forgot you hated it.
Latunji's palette was really unique because it's African-American, female-owned, and the owner was actually there working, so we got to talk to her a little bit, and we got a picture, and it was lovely. She had, like, a little library area. We could, like, read some books by local authors while we waited, and she was just awesome. There was also a place up there called Nakamori, and it was a Japanese bistro, and they had this sushi there, and it was in an area called Dino, which is, like, a more well-to-do... It's kind of like the Nichols Hills of Minneapolis. And we were like, I was like, that's going to be expensive, blah, blah, blah. But I looked at their prices online, and like a roll was like $7, a 6-piece roll. And I was like, that's pretty good. So we were like, let's go. So we went with our friends. Who did we go with? Did we go with Zach and Toad?
We went with Zach and Toad.
That's right. We went with Zach and Toad, and they had their happy hour going, and the prices were even better. Like, it said $7. It was like $5.50. A bowl of miso soup was $1.50, and like it was just. We had really, really good fresh sushi in this place that I thought was going to be expensive for the Twin Cities, and it was really, really cheap. Especially, it was cheap for Oklahoma, much less, the Twin Cities and Minneapolis and St. Paul. But I liked it a lot. It was really good. We'll probably go back there again when we go visit again.
I have to circle back to the coffee comment, Joe. How could you not like coffee? It is literally legal drug addiction.
I think for me, it tastes like, it's like bitter and
You're bitter!
dirt. Yes, I know. I saw this meme once that was like, it was like the four sorting houses of being a gay male, and it showed like a Celsius, a cold brew, and like 2 other like gay energy drinks or caffeinated beverages. One was like a vape. Another one was like a vodka cran. And I was just like, I'm a Celsius
The old
girl.
Four Loko, not the modern shit.
I do the energy drinks, and I always look for ones that are... I always look for the ones that are low sugar, low calorie, because I know they're not great for me, but still. So I just never got on the coffee train.
I was like, I do do a bump of Celsius occasionally. I like the high I get from it.
Just with that polynerzol fruit.
So, speaking of, I'll actually go down this path. Do you remember the recall on Celsius recently where they were like, sometimes they might be high noon.
High noon.
And they're like, if it's not a black lid or a black cap, whatever, it might be a high noon. Well, in our fridge, I found one silver one. And so, me, as the guy I am, I did a little team bonding thing. And so I put out a bunch of cups and pulled out a regular Celsius of the same flavor along with the silver top one and poured them together to see if we got a high noon, which what I learned was those Celsius need shaken.
Oh.
You shouldn't shake them because they're sparkling.
Yeah. You would think that. But as I kept pouring it, it looked like I was doing like one of those tests of how hydrated my urine was versus not. Because, as I first started pouring it, each cup got darker orange because I was doing an orange flavor one. And the first one was, nearly clear, and the second one was, orange.
Really? Huh.
I feel like they probably don't anticipate that you're pouring it out like that.
And so then I did the second one, and it was a different color, and I was like, we got a high noon! And then as I kept pouring it, I was like, no, it's just, wow. This all settles on the bottom real bad.
I guess I don't usually get the sparkling orange one, so I wouldn't really know.
So, ow, Blanche, Jesus, fuck. So anyways, I have learned now that whenever I drink a Celsius,
Blanche.
I'll randomly do this little turn thing. I don't aggressively shake.
Do that. Come on, goon it.
What are you
Goon
doing,
it for the
James?
camera.
Mixing my Celsius!
Come on. We need those voicemails. We need that user content. Get to jacking it.
God damn it, leave us a voice!
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
I really thought we were going to hear from Beardo Sarah about the commercial.
Oh, she's traveling right now.
Oh, okay.
She's out of state.
Well, that's okay.
She's
Get
in the
past this week.
Nashville, actually, if I recall right.
Oh, I knew someone at work that just went to Nashville. They said it was great. I said, have fun.
Because she was bitch about the prices of things. And I was like, welcome, bitch. Welcome to real life.
I mean, minus
Yeah.
the proximity to, like, Kentucky. Nashville's okay.
I mean, I'm about to go international, so I'm terrified of what that price is going to be.
Are you going to take traveler's checks?
I should.
You guys take traveler's checks.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh my goodness, $99 for this?
I can send to Western Union.
Man.
But doctors, right?
Oh, yeah. That
Oh,
was
yeah. Forgot about that.
So why don't we start with, like, making an appointment? Because there's always, like, that horrible thing of when you try to get a new doctor or specialist and they're like, all right, well, let's look at new availability for appointments. And then they're like, well, how does 2035 sound?
So here's what works for me. I have a lot of doctors.
Yeah.
And now, anytime I need a reference, I just go to my PCP and I just message them through my app. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yo. For example, recently I went, yo, my asshole has hemorrhoids and I would like to get them removed. Could you recommend me to a doctor? And then the doctor called me and said, can you come in this so-and-so day and time? And I went, yes, I can.
He sent you to the Supercuts website.
And then I replied back and said, can I get sports clips, please?
Yeah, I did find that was a good way to do it, too, because I was looking for a podiatrist, because the fourth toe on each of my feet is kind of, like, curling under when I walk, so I wanted to, like, see if there were any preventatives that I could do or things that I could change. And I was like, fuck, this is going to take, like, months to get to see somebody. So I just messaged my PCP on that app, the MyChart, and he got me to see someone the next Thursday. And, they basically told me just, don't mess with it, or you can find, like, little toe sleeves on Amazon, but don't... They recommend not doing surgery if it's not necessary, because a lot of times it can, like, heal badly. So he was like, it's just like that now. And I said, all right, cool, thanks.
It's just like that now. That's
Yeah.
basically
Beardos?
what my doctor said to me.
Beardos, whenever I'm not feeling well, I just do a lot of PCP.
Well, that's the easier way, and I appreciate that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Preventative cock penis.
Sure, yeah, that too.
Yeah, that one.
I think Beardo
But,
Alex just drove by our house.
It's
Alex. Could you imagine? It plays outside the house.
Whoa, oh my goodness.
Doctor's appointments for me have gotten easier because normally, like, I'm finishing one appointment, I'm scheduling the next one, and it's just easy. And then, like, this new doctor was one that I just messaged, and they're like, okay, here you go. And I said preferably here, so it's really close to work.
Yeah, I'm starting to learn my habits around doctors, where I'm like my PCP, I do actually, when I see him, as I am leaving, I stop back at the desk, and I schedule a follow-up appointment in 3 months. Because I know I'm going to have blood work done because I'm on prep. And so I have to get blood work done every 3 months. And I just have started, because before he'd be like, okay, well, you don't have to drive up here, because he moved up to Owasso, and so it's a little bit of a drive from where we're at. And he was like, you could just go to one of the other, Utica places that are down there, and you can stop in, and they'll take your blood, and boom, boom, boom. I was like, oh, that sounds so convenient. What I've learned about myself is that if he does that, I will not do that. Unless I am getting it done while I am there at the doctor's office, I will not go, because I'll just keep being like, oh, I'll just drop in whenever, because that's the option. And but it's not scheduled for any time, so I never do it at any time. And so now I just go up there once every 3 months, where I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna go up there. He's gonna be like, what are you here for? And like, I just need you to take my blood and look at my blood pressure, and just bim bam boom. And
Bing,
so now I just-
bada bing, bada boom.
yeah. And so
Bippity
now I just
boppity
do
back
that.
the fuck up.
Yeah, I actually had a cardiologist appointment today of recording, and I was supposed to see him September of last year.
Jesus.
But I kept forgetting to get my blood work ahead of time, because
Oh.
I have to go to, like, DLO, which is a blood place here. And so I'll, like, go get blood work, and then a week later I'll show up to my appointment. Well, I kept forgetting. So now I have to basically build a reminder in my phone a week before my appointment to go to DLO, get my blood, so I can go to the appointment the following week. which is basically what delayed this. It would be like the appointment would come up and I'd be like, motherfucker, I forgot to get the blood. So I'd have to reschedule it. And a cardiologist, like, it's not just like, oh, come in tomorrow. It's come in 3 months. He's got availability in 3 months.
Jesus. See, that's the availability of the scheduling. It's just like we'll talk about this later with the burn book too, scheduling things and having availability. But it's just crazy to like call someone or call an office to try and make an appointment and they're like, oh, it's about 4 months out. And I'm just like, that's wild. Like, that's not realistic.
I'm trying to remember what other doctor I had that happen with, where I tried to reschedule and she's like, okay, well, we'll get you in at this time. And I was like, the fuck?
Yeah.
But I don't
like,
know
I have to
what
walk
doctor
around
it
with
was.
this? I have to walk around with this stupid body until then? Fuck.
I had to reschedule my dental cleaning it was supposed to be today, but obviously I'm sick, and they called me yesterday to confirm it. I was like, fuck, I'm not going to make that. I wasn't certain that I didn't have COVID because it's been going around, and like my boss has it and is recovering from it, so I was like, oh shit, I better get a COVID test just to double check, and then I'm going to have to, if it's positive, then I'm going to have to text a lot of people. Be like, hey, better get yourself tested.
You need to get yourself tested.
Oh my goodness!
I'd be like, hey, you probably gave it to me. Maybe. Go get tested.
But anyways, so I called them and like rescheduled. Luckily, it's only till like what? No, they scheduled me for September the 11th.
Well, you know what you could be doing? You could be flying American Airlines that day.
Stop it.
That is me. I am on American Airlines flying
That's
out
right,
September
I remember.
11th.
That's right, I remember that now.
Which
Good.
direction?
To Chicago. And then to Athens, Greece.
Athens, Georgia. No, I'm just kidding.
Athens, Georgia. Armenia.
Night, the lights went out in Armenia.
Yeah. Tonight, the lights went out in Athens, Georgia.
So, remind me, you're flying coach?
Yes, we are economy because, like, fine, whatever. We're taking, like, an international or domestic flight on those small, shitty planes. Cool, whatever.
Yeah, the
International,
Embraer or whatever. Yeah.
From Chicago to Athens. So our trip cost us, like, $1,600 round trip and flights.
Total?
Total.
Okay.
To upgrade one flight right now. There is nothing available except business. $3,800 extra. One flight.
Huh! For one flight?
Whoa.
One flight.
No.
That is bonkers.
Is from Barcelona back to DFW. I don't have anything available right now because otherwise, like whenever we originally booked and I was looking at prices, it was $4,000 additional round trip. If I wanted premium economy, it was $8,000 round trip. If I wanted business, it was $12,000 additional. All of this is additional to the $1,500 I paid if I wanted first class. And so I was like, well, I mean, I thought the cruise was expensive, and this is all adding up to being more than the cruise.
What the fuck is premium economy? You get a tray
it
table?
gives you 2 to 3 more inches of leg space, which I think you get better food. Like, I'm in the shit section, which fine, whatever.
Standing room only.
I picked a nice room on the cruise, so I should be fine.
They're strapping you to the top of the plane.
And you know what? I could use a little breeze.
They're gonna pull you behind on one of those banners.
This guy's poor, and I'm just like hanging on to the banner that reads that.
You're flying on a vacuum cleaner like Mary in Hocus Pocus. It's an American Airlines branded vacuum cleaner.
They've got me strapped up to 2 Roombas because, they modernized.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my goodness! That
That's
commercial will never leave my
insane.
head, by the way.
Insane pricing.
Insane. And
Where are they just pulling these numbers out of thin air?
I don't know. Like, people can't be flying to Athens at this time. Come on, what are you talking about? It's the slow seasons.
Yeah, imagine the not slow season. How much is it then?
Oh my
Jesus.
God.
Goodness.
I mean, I'm excited, but yeah, I was just like, you know what? I can do 10 hours and 11 hours and suffer a little bit. It's just going to have to happen.
This better be the trip of a fucking lifetime.
It better fucking be. It better fucking be.
You're going to get there and it's going to be the Margaritaville ship. They just acquired it like the day before and haven't been able to retrofit any of it.
Oh my God, I felt really, really, really bad because I think one of my friends was talking about recently going on a Margaritaville cruise, and I was like, I hope you don't listen to our podcast because we really ragged on that ship.
Are you going to go to Jackaroo while you're in Greece?
What?
That that big sandwich
Jack
place that.
Roo.
Oh
Sean-
yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, you should try to find one.
My
Apparently
brain,
it's really good.
was ready for that. We do have. So we check out of our at like 11. There'll be a Jackaroo around our hotel.
Ooh, definitely take a look.
Because today I was busy booking our transport because I didn't want to have to fret about like Ubering
That-
or taxing in a country I don't know.
Yeah. Yep.
I hate to be
Smart.
white and weird, but like Ubering in another country kind of gives me an anxiety attack just thinking about it.
Which, guys,
I've seen Taken too many times.
that's actually why. I have a friend that is a travel agent that booked this entire trip for me.
Okay.
She also booked my entire cruise that I'm going on in February with just Carnival out of Galveston. If you need a travel agent, message us. It does not cost you extra to use this gal, and
Really?
she has made my life so easy. She booked my transport, my cruise, my hotel, my flight. She booked it all.
I've never used a travel agent before, but don't they get paid by like the companies because they're getting business from
They get
That
kickback
makes
they get
from the
kickbacks?
company.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
Well,
it
good for
doesn't
her.
cost you extra, and it gives you a kickback. And she is awesome. She's done it all for me, stayed in good communication, and she's not like, I don't know. She's just, I guess I always looked at travel agents as what you saw on TV that was just kind of like, eh.
Yeah.
I've really appreciated her.
Wow.
I can't tell you how, even booking my Galveston trip, how easy it was just letting her manage it.
Nice. Well,
Bec-
that's exciting.
And Galveston was one that I was like, here's the ship, here's the dates, here's all of this. And so she just did it. The Greece cruise was the situation where I was like, I don't know what we want to do. Give us some recommendations in Europe. Here's our kind of what we want to do. And then she sent me like 3 or 4 options, and we picked one.
Nice.
Okay.
So
Cool.
you can know what you want to do or not know what you want to do. And I highly recommend it. If you need someone, email us at beardsandsundries.com. I don't
At
get a
Gmail.
referral bonus.
At
gmail.com.
What did I say?
Not bad.
Beardsandsundries.com.
Fuck me.
Beardsandsundries.co.uk.
Well,
Beardsandsundries.ru.
at fuck off. Leave me alone.com.
At hotmail.com.
At oh
At-
my goodness.
Hit us up on MySpace. At HamSlimmerSlick.
Guys, I can't wait to hear from you on Zanga.
You're in our
Follow us
top
on
8.
LinkedIn.
Oh my god, don't do that.
Oh my goodness. But more back to doctors though.
I was like,
so,
we really just
yeah.
veered all the way off course here, which is fine.
That's fucking fine. I don't give a shit.
See,
I don't give a
you
shit.
get-
Oh,
You get to
good
the
shit.
appointment. You get to the appointment, and then you got to fill out paperwork every time.
No, they send it to you electronically now. It's the future.
No. Today, I filled it all out early online and then went in there and still had paperwork
And
to sign.
still had to fill
Oh,
it out.
Really?
Yep. I had 3
I almost
documents I had
never
to fill
have to
out.
fill anything out whenever I get
It's
in there.
like-
I'm always filling it out beforehand because I'm prepared. I'm getting a good grade at doctor, which is a real thing.
It's kind of like when you were applying for a job and then you upload your resume, and then the next page,
God
you have to
damn
type
it.
in all the information that was on your resume into the
That makes
fields
me
required.
so mad. I don't
Livid.
know why people do that.
Pisses me off so much. It's a waste of everything.
What a waste of fucking time. Mm-hmm. What a good way to
get an-
tell me right before I even work at the place that you are trying to hire for that you don't respect my time.
I saw an email from that was like, it was like some resume from this girl who was like a grad assistant in like a microbiology lab, and like she was super duper qualified for the position. And she got an email, and it was like, I came across your resume on LinkedIn, and I thought you'd be great for a position at Moe's Southwest Grill. Just like Jesus.
I hated those emails. I saw your resume and we thought you'd be a great position here at, I don't know, Cracker Barrel. And I'm just like, no, because you need to update your logo.
Yeah, I
And then they-
I don't want
and-
the logo anymore.
And then they did, and boomers got mad. So
Good. Let them.
I was chuckling because I was talking about some coworkers about that, and I was like, I feel like boomers just sealed the fate of that company because marketing, the whole goal is to progress and find the future that you're going to grab. And
You're
I was like,
supposed to change.
and boomers
It's the
are
whole
like,
thing.
you can't do that. And suddenly now they're like, I guess we'll go back the old way. And I'm like, and that is how you become Sears.
That's how you become
Uh-huh.
fucking Blockbuster.
Party City.
Party City.
Circuit City.
All these companies that failed because they did nothing to progress. Kodak.
Blockbuster.
It's extra funny because, like, millennials and Gen Z and Gen Alpha are, like, notorious for not wanting to go to chain restaurants anyways. And go towards more fast casual versus dine-in situations. So, like, this is just, okay, man, fuck around and find out, I suppose. But you know what? Even if you changed your logo, I still wasn't going to Cracker Barrel, bro.
No. God, no. Like, nothing about it makes me go, I'm going to go. But there's also other people that are like, oh my God, Cracker Barrel, that looks cool.
Yeah, I mean,
Who?
they're like,
Who are those people?
Log
Younger
cabin
people.
Republicans.
Younger people that their grandparents didn't take them there.
Bob Evans is like the same vein as Cracker Barrel too, so it's fun to watch them flounder as well.
It's just, and I'm just like, well, that's cool. That sucks for you, though. I mean, don't get me wrong. Your little, like, broccoli and cheese casserole thing was pretty bomb-ass, or whatever. Cheese,
It's
hash brown
any
casserole,
company
that's what it was.
It's any company that's pandering to the boomers. It's like, look, you got like maybe 15 more years if
Yeah.
you're lucky.
Your group is dying off. They're actually behind right now on their marketing that they haven't updated. And I'm just like,
Think about
you're fucked. That's okay.
Think about the episode of South Park where all the senior citizens they die because of Country Kitchen Buffet. Let's look at that. Ryan's Buffet, Ponderosa, Western Sizzlin'. I mean, Golden Corral's only getting by a hope and a prayer these days. They're the next ones on the list, I feel like.
The Delta Cafe by our house is now an El Patron, and El Patron's really good.
Exactly. But doctors...
Because I wasn't going to Unlimited Fish Thursdays at Delta Cafe.
I wasn't going to Unlimited Fish Thursdays at the... What's the gay bar beside the Beards and Sundries Market? The Junk Room?
The junk room. Unlimited Fish Thursdays at my asshole.
Yeah, fish dicks.
That's as flattering as Golden
Thursday's
Corral.
sushi day for me.
It tastes like tartar sauce. You should go to the doctor. Well, they can't see me until 2035, so I'm fucked.
I'm actually in line for the doctor. So until then, it's going to taste like tartar sauce.
I'm just going to do a lot of PCP about it.
I hated that.
But
Can we go to break? Because I have to pee.
Yeah, let's go to break. Let's...
Yeah, I got to go pee. Bye. Sorry. I literally do have to go pee so bad all of a sudden.
Just do it right there. Oh my goodness!
You're listening to the cold, shiny, hard plastic podcast, Beards and Sundries. And we'll be right back.
And welcome back from break.
Wow.
I have to pee
Doctors.
You need to see a urologist.
Those seltzers and
I
wine.
cut that one out. He was kind of getting weird.
You didn't
urethra?
cut out those
Oh,
hemorrhoids,
the
though.
specialist. Ooh.
That one? Okay, I will say my urologist I had.
Was
That
he,
one felt like my
doing
dad.
sounding on you while you were in there? Was he like, now hang on, I'm going to lube up this little, and I'm going to put it in the tip of your penis?
You said,
I
you
was
know
like-
what other hole is tight?
That's not where the cancer is. No, I'm kidding. That's how I got him, was because of my testicular cancer.
I remember that, but Jesus Christ.
So, yeah, basically, he was the doctor that they sent me to whenever they're like, I think she got something wrong. And I went in there, and he goes, bump, bump, it's cancer. I mean, I guess we'll get some blood work to make sure that it is, but I'm
Tell
going to
me
go
he
ahead and
said
set you
the
up for
bump, bump.
surgery.
Did he say bump, bump?
It wasn't bump, bump, but he definitely went tap, tap with his
Wait.
hand.
Well, you've told us this story before, but I've never been mildly delirious from coughing my lungs out all day whenever you told it to me. So now I'm just making a connection here that, like, I wonder if he scheduled this surgery, they did the blood work, and he was like, well, I already told him it was cancer, and you didn't have cancer? And
Oh, no,
he was
no,
just
no.
Like, and he was just like, fake it. Just tell him, and just get him in there. We're going to take the ball out. He'll never know.
Because I was confused on what they were asking for, and 2 days before the surgery, they called me, and they're like, where's your blood work? And I was like, well, I thought you guys were going to call me back in for that. And she's like, no, you need to go to some place and get it. And I was like, well, you guys need to communicate this shit better, because I didn't know that. So I had to, like, race down and get the blood work before they could do the surgery.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I'm imagining that the doctor was wrong, and that to cover up for it, he went through with the whole thing.
Oh, he was just like, well, I told him it was.
Well, I
so-
told him it
Exactly.
was.
Like, you know how, like, people can be people refuse to admit they're wrong and go to great lengths to make sure that they don't admit that they're wrong instead of just saying, hey, I fucked up.
Well-
he's that, but a doctor.
That would actually align with it, because he's a super Trump supporter. And I got really tired of listening to him in appointments. And this was like after I'd gone through my chemo and everything, and I was back to normal. And I'm just like going through all these appointments. I'm like, I'm literally coming to you so you can look at my penis when nothing's wrong with it anymore.
Sorry, Jay. Normal?
I was like, I can get on Grindr and have somebody else look at my penis and tell me if it's wrong.
They say bump bump, and they say.
Well, they only have to use one fist now.
Yeah, but they don't use it on your balls. Ball. Sorry.
Yeah, be sensitive. Oh God, no, that's too robust and tight.
What,
When
the
you
fist?
sent me that
Should it be more
earlier,
spread out?
I was like, did a doctor really tell him this?
I
Is that what
shit
happened
you
to
not.
you? Is you went to the asshole doctor, and the asshole doctor said, "Wow, that is a great asshole. It's so
I cannot-
robust and
Robust is a very generous word choice for anyone's
cannot,
asshole.
I cannot begin. Okay, this is amazing. Yeah, so I went to the doctor to be like, hey, I'm tired of getting a hemorrhoid that bleeds randomly, so let's fix that. And he goes, okay. And so he like, the best part is, I have to like get on my knees, lean over this chair.
And then the doctor walked in. Whoa, what's going on here?
He's like, oh, what are you doing there, Sonny? But then he does the little finger thing, and then all of a sudden he goes, okay, now we're going to put a camera in. And the whole time, I'm just like scrolling Instagram. And the nurse, she chuckles, and I was like, what? She goes, I just love how you're casually scrolling Instagram. Well, what am I supposed to do? And she goes, well, most people like get really weird and they pray. And I said, I literally
Pray?
this
Pray?
appointment knowing that you're going to literally enter my ass. Like, what am I supposed to do?
What
Be
did you
stupid?
think was gonna happen?
And she goes, she's like, I appreciate you so much.
You should have said, "Wimmy wham wham wham."
God.
Whoa,
Wow.
whoa, God, you went there.
I did read a story on Tumblr about a guy who got really embarrassed because he went to get his prostate examined, and he went to get a physical, and the female doctor stuck her digit in there, and he immediately came and then fainted.
Oh yeah, I didn't even get a like semi or anything. I was just like, ugh.
He said, "Sorry, man, I'm fresh out."
Yes. But it was so funny. He's like, all right, yeah, you got some hemorrhoids, and we're just going to band them. And then all of a sudden he's like, all right, well, we'll set you up an appointment. I'm like, cool. And then he like walks back and he goes, I forgot to tell you. I prescribed you a cream because your muscle is very robust and tight around your hole. And he goes, and we probably need to loosen that up. And I was just like, this was the most shocking part of this entire appointment.
Can you imagine if Jay would have turned around and said, "I figured there's something else that could loosen me up, doctor"?
I had to bite my tongue.
You want to talk about Trump?
I want to be like, could you tell I'm a top? No, I'm kidding.
Robust is still wild.
I was just like, what a unique word. A man in a suit just fingered me, stuck a camera up me, and then told me that my hole is robust and tight.
This isn't menatwork.com.
This isn't even men.com.
What website would that be?
my God.
eBay?
eBay? Shut up.
Farmers only?
Not eBay.
It was the most unique experience. And, well, after I get back from my cruise, I'm going to get my asshole banded.
He said, "All right, put your pants back up and just, you can flash your Groupon QR code to the girl on the way out."
Do I get a discount with a Groupon?
You would do some shit like that. Like have a Groupon pulled up, like ready to go.
I have a Groupon for
Or
hemorrhoid banding.
Yeah, I got
or-
a hemorrhoid group on my asshole.
he
Is
finishes
is that anything?
he finishes the exam and then he says, "All right, so can I ask you a question real quick?" And he flips it around. It's the tip screen like they have at Starbucks.
And I'll be like, isn't there a custom amount here?
No, it's too robust.
And I write like negative 10% or something like that. And I'm like, you owe me.
I entered code
What if I got my-
Sundries15. I got nothing.
I forgot my asshole check to go.
So anyways, yeah, welcome listeners to my ass experience recently.
Well,
I love that he
So-
told you had to loosen it up. I was like, oh, well, Jay's got a bottom now.
Well, and the thing is I haven't went and picked up the cream yet because I was like, so am I not going to be able to hold in my poo as well? Like, what's the rules here? Like, what's happening?
I mean,
need
it
a
already sounds
play-by-play
like
on
you're
your
holding in your
Facebook
poo a little
statuses.
too well.
I'm sorry, both of
Yeah.
you said what?
I said we need a play-by-play on your Facebook statuses of the whole
And
experience.
I said,
cream.
And I said that you're holding in your poo too well.
I don't.
You said like the other day, you said you had like a complex about pooping at work.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, when I have to poop at work, I have to poop at work. It's going to happen, whether I like it or not.
Joe, now that you said that, it's so funny to me that I would never post about this on my Facebook, but I'm going to get on my public podcast and talk completely about this.
I mean,
It's what
to be
Ham
fair, we
Slammer
talk
Slick
about our
would've
sex
wanted.
lives on here, and I never talk about my sex life on Facebook.
Well, let's change that.
How about not? I think I'm okay without doing that. I don't know what the difference is. I don't know why it's different, but it is different. And I
I
don't wanna do
know. I think it's because my mom's on one of them, and she doesn't know how to use a podcast.
it. It's weird because, like, even if my parents listened to this, it wouldn't upset me that they would know more about my sex life.
I
via
actually kind of
this.
want them to listen.
But, like,
It's-
I don't know why it is less acceptable if I were to post it on social media. It seems weird, and I'm not sure why that is.
Which is weird because I know a lot of people who post about their sex lives on social media.
Yeah. Oh,
Jay,
yeah.
Jay, is your sister Trisha still on Facebook?
Yeah.
Well, then maybe you should send the updates to her first and have her proofread them and then post them.
Trisha, will you proofread this story about my whole
Formaldehyde.
Oh, no. Oh, my.
Oh my goodness!
That's the one.
Well, my original plan for after break was for us to decide what kind of doctors we would be, but this is almost better.
Well, I'm happy I could help.
Are you? Trivial.
Think of any other weird doctor experiences I've had.
Yeah.
This is my
actually,
recent
do
one,
you have
so
any
it's
more,
been okay.
Do you have any more weird doctor appointment stories, Jay?
I think so.
Other than getting your speed bag punched by the doctor and him saying that you have cancer right there on the spot?
Yeah, no, that one was weirdly kind of normal, I guess, compared to this butt one. Normally I have doctors, which this doctor said the same thing. He's like, but, you know, it could be this, but you're too young for that. And then they do some sort of, I don't know, like, whatever doctor I did the
Carbon
endoscope.
dating, and they realize how old you are.
Yeah, too young. You're 500 years old, Jay.
I did an endoscope because I was like, no, I have really bad acid reflux. And they're just like, well, you're too young for those kind of problems. And I was like, okay. And he's like, but
This
it
may
was
shock you.
required that we do this, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. And then, surprise, after we did it, he goes, well, you've got some damage here, so I guess you need to continue taking this medication. I was like, do you think I just piss around and, like, nothing in my history shows I'm a hypochondriac, so fucking just give me a chance here. But that's about it. I think the butt doctor so far is the one that really, you know, takes the cake.
Talk about having your finger on the pulse.
Yeah, it was kind of my most interesting experience so far. But if I can think of another one,
The fudge cake. And since it's hemorrhoids, you got cherry on top.
Chocolate lava cake.
Rick, ham slamming slick, and
Slim and sick. Oh,
You're like,
sick,
I
sick.
know
Oh,
it.
sick.
You're like, I know you said robust, but why are you into your elbow right now currently?
are you in yet?
You call him Jim Henson because he turned you into a Muppet.
Oh my god.
He said, we need to loosen that up, boy.
And there I was, just scrolling Instagram while he was trying to make me talk.
You said you call him Waylon Flowers because you're Madam.
I feel like that would be my major concern about getting my prostate checked is, like, getting
Coming.
erect during the process. Not necessarily
Well-
coming, but, like...
Well,
But yeah, SSRI.
well,
Or SRI, not SSRI. Wait,
SSRIs?
SSRI.
STI?
Sorry, I got
Yeah.
really scared.
STI.
Confused for a minute.
Yeah, gotcha. Mhm.
But, like, it's...
I'm gonna get hard, but I'm not gonna come. Don't you worry.
don't you worry. Don't you worry.
That's the newest shirt design that Jay's gonna make. But do you guys think it's time for a word from this week's sponsor?
I think it
Fuck,
is.
probably.
Joe, you want to introduce this week's sponsor?
I would love to. And now, for a word from this week's sponsor, the Beards and Sundries Free Clinic.
Do you have an unsightly rash? Or have you had copious amounts of homosexual sex? Then we invite you to come down to the Beards and Sundries Free Clinic. That's right, it's free. Our diagnoses are spot on and definitely trustworthy. That pesky rash? Herpes. Do you have the sniffles? Herpes. I see that your temperature is 101.3. Herpes. Thanks to our free clinic, we're the leading cause of finding the herpes epidemic in this city. I'm not sure quite why our clinic is the most reliable in finding herpes. Other clinics say it could be the herpes I have on my face, but I said no, this is just a rash. And I also make out with a lot of our clients. Anyways, come on down to the Beards Sundries free clinic, where all of your boo-boos are kissed by our staff. With only rashes, not herpes. Although we keep finding the herpes, so we're good. The Beards Sundries free clinic, because healthcare's expensive. We're not.
Have you subscribed to us yet? No? Boo, you whores. Go do it now, please.
Well, guys, I just got back from the Beards and Sundries free clinic, and they told me that I am blood type. Shit, I was making a joke and I forgot what it was.
Funny.
Your blood
So
type.
hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's it. That's the one. Sure.
Well, they
Go
told
with that.
Me I was. They told me I was dead.
They said,
Right.
"You've got cancer, but don't worry, it's B positive." And then I burnt the building down
They
with
just
Jay and aisle 4.
punched my chest and they're like, "Yeah, I think it's breast cancer." And I'm like, "What?"
And wow, it keeps moving for so long.
the
Those
ripple
sopping
effect.
wet breasts. Ripple
His
effect.
titties
The
just
Floppy
butterfly
natties.
effect. If you
just
slap
keep
Jay's
bouncing.
titties, it starts a hurricane around the world. That's the butterfly effect.
That's
It's like
the,
hitting- What was
no,
that
go ahead.
movie where they hit the button that could, like, they could get money and it would kill somebody across? the
Oh,
world
I
or
know what you're
something
talking
like
about.
that?
Fuck.
It was a novel, wasn't it? And then
Well,
it
I
turned
think it
into a
was
movie?
turned into a movie.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, though.
Punch
yeah,
my
if you-
tit. You're gonna get $1 million, but it may kill somebody.
You create some hurt. They
Sign
call
me
that-
up. I'm gonna punch.
They call that the booberfly effect.
Ooh, boobarella. Boobarelli.
Speaking of boobs, guys, do you remember when I talked about butt guy at the gym?
What a segue. Yes, go ahead.
And you all know that boobs and butts are the same thing.
Yeah, because you go
Babos.
boop, 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 babos.
Buttos.
Buttos.
The newest breakfast cereal at the Beards and Sundries Market. Buttos. Sponsored by 88.8
Is it too late to change
Butt.
the commercial?
Usually always.
Find it next to Post Not Discussed.
Post not discussed.
Disgust.
I officially have finally ran into butt guy again today as I was working out.
Ooh.
Physically?
Did you run into his butt?
No, I ran into his straight dumb face.
Straight.
Straight.
Yeah, super straight dumb face and no
For
chin.
now. No chin. Is he on
I
Bob's
was-
Burgers?
I was watching him. He was doing leg day because I was like, "Bitch, I do those same machines on leg day." Anyway, so he
Oh,
would like have
bad
his
angle.
face down, and he was he was typing, and I was like, "Where'd your chin go?"
Bob's
Hey,
Burgers.
Sonny.
So neck
Where'd your chin
down,
go?
gorge, face up, needs a bag.
Wow.
Jay walks up and says,
Holy shit.
"Hey, you want paper or plastic, you baghead bitch?"
And I'm like, "I'm gonna choose for you, plastic." And then I said,
So how'd you find out he was straight?
Well,
Well, he was
Technic-
performing cunnilingus right there on the
I
leg
got-
machine.
I guess technically I didn't confirm, but I saw his wedding ring, and then I also saw
What the fuck do
his
you think this
behavior.
is, Jay?
Well, I saw his behavior, and it made sense.
Well,
No,
I
it
don't
made
know.
sense. I think if you would have saw it, you'd have been like, "Yeah." straight."
Heterosexual sex? Like what what kind of behavior?
what was the behavior?
I don't
Wow.
know, the way he talked to all the other
Wow.
people in the gym, because he like seems like he's been there a lot and might potentially be a trainer of some sort. But the way he was just talking, I was like, oh. So this is assumption. He could be a super flaming homo,
This is wild assumption, Jay. Even for you.
but
He
You
did
gotta
a
find out what he
butt.
drives next.
oh, good,
If it's
It's
a Dodge Ram,
Ram.
he's a bottom.
super gay.
Which that's good news for Anthony.
Wait, what does that mean?
Anthony will dodge
he-
a good ram.
Bullshit, and you know it.
That is not true. as according to
Anthony
my
is
asshole.
the ram.
He's the battering ram, and he's the ram charger. I don't know.
I got to really
Charger as
spread
in-
my. I get to really like spread my verse wings on this Minnesota trip. I got to do a lot
Same.
of both. Yeah,
Yeah, me too. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I had
cool.
sex once.
Yeah, we heard all about it. The guy fingered you, and you didn't. You were scrolling Instagram.
Hey, you were supposed to figure it out so fast.
Finger it out.
He
Hey,
used a,
guys,
he used a
I bought
toy on me. What kind of toy? Indoscope.
Camera.
Yeah, can we get the footage? Can we? We're gonna play the footage right here.
Please get the footage of the camera inside your. I would
But,
kill to put the footage of inside your asshole on this
And then-
fucking podcast.
They put on the audio from Willy Wonka where he's like, "There's no way of knowing which way we're rolling."
That pipe doesn't go to the marshmallow room; it goes to the fudge room.
Fudge room. You stole buttholes. You lose.
Jesus.
But Jay,
Why is this
we
show
have
so
any Beards Sundries?
stupid?
do we have any Beards Sundries this week?
Guys,
hosts?
slightly. Still no emails. I did, but I did get a message from.
Todd. His name is Todd. His name is Todd.
From DC.
From DC.
DC.
From DC.
From DC.
Todd said, I started listening to you guys at 1.6 times the speed, and it's pretty fun. And I was like, oh yeah, I like to do this when I'm skimming through the show sometimes, just to listen to it real fast. And Joe's laugh turns into a chipmunk laugh, and it's amazing.
Oh, great.
That's something to try out.
I mean,
Oh, great.
And he said, Joe sounds especially funny at that speed. And then
Thank
he
you.
also, after a couple little just random comments we had, he also said, and I love hearing about your hemorrhoids because I'm 55 and I've never had one. And you know what? Good for you.
Todd, I'm headed
Bitch.
there. I'm working on it. I'm going to catch up, and I'm going to go hemorrhoid free for another 15 years.
sorry, man. Fresh out.
He goes, I'm sorry, but then I also recall you're not a bottom, so,
Eh.
Yeah, who
For the right
cares
price.
if you get hemorrhoids?
yeah, mine are just from issues. It's not even like fun. It's like I suck at what I do, like pooping.
Poop. But it's a good thing that you have a robust and tight butthole.
Poopy moment.
You know what I never thought about?
Having a
The
poopy
doctor was hitting
moment
on
with
me.
my
He's
robust
like-
and tight butthole.
He's like, that's the most robust hole I've ever seen. Would you
Was it
like
Mitch
to go
McConnell?
out to dinner sometime? And I'd be like,
Sir, this is an
formaldehyde.
Arby's.
Your hole is so robust and tight. Mm. Is that anything? Anybody? No.
It's
Okay.
everything.
Yeah. Hey, listeners, have your hole ever been called robust and tight? I
Yeah,
would like
actually,
to know personally.
we'd like to
Listeners,
hear.
I want to hear what
And see.
what people have, how different ways that people have referred to your hole, because that is just interesting to me now.
Because normally I'm complimentary, and I don't really know what that term was.
Beardos, if you think your hole is robust, send us a picture at beardsandsundries@gmail.com.
No, mm-mm. No, not
You
to
know what?
me, no.
Actually, nah, sure, go for it.
Oh God.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, my goodness.
Save hidden folder. No I'm kidding.
Desktop, background, and set. John, so do we have any more?
Actually,
Jay?
go ahead and send us pictures of your hole, and then come back and watch this episode again like a year later. And we're gonna pot a lot of buttholes here. We're gonna make that an effect. That's just gonna be a lot of your buttholes winking, and you can pick out which one's yours.
And we're gonna build Jay the perfect LinkedIn profile for his
Yeah,
job.
we need
transfer
all
to
your
Seattle.
buttholes for a future game. Guess whose hole?
Which Beardo do you
For a
think
game we're
this
calling
is?
The Missing Piece.
We're gonna call it the whole picture.
The whole truth and nothing but the truth.
You can't handle the whole truth.
Oh, I love it. You can't handle the whole. True.
Truth.
No,
Anyone else,
that's
Jay?
actually all I had in content
All
this
right.
week.
I've got one from
Whoa! Oh my goodness! We just heard from John. Not me, but John from Greece.
Ho!
Oh,
Oh! So, John from Greece said, I deny the John is fit accusations, by the way, and he sent me a wonderful disappearing photo on Instagram where he was shirtless and holding what he thinks is a fat roll. And I
Hole?
said,
Oh.
and I said, sir, I can assure you that is fit, and that's perfect. You and Anthony are the same height, because he said that he is also 6'1". And I said,
tall people are great.
wow. And then I said, we had a ton of fun with the latest episode. Jay was slightly delirious the whole time, and he said, he's a menace. So thanks, John
Hey.
from Greece.
Hey.
Well, you can call Jay Dennis the Menace because he's about to be in your neighborhood.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there soon.
You gonna jackaroo it?
Pins.
You better wear them.
I was gonna say on that flight, yeah.
And after. But I think it's time for us to move on to the burn book. You guys think?
Yeah, let's
Sounds
do
right.
it.
All right. This week, the burn book is turning a page over for Regional Hyundai of Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, because I woke up today and turned on my car to drive to work, and the check engine light immediately came on, and I noticed getting on the highway that it was really angrily shaking whenever I was accelerating. So I was like,
Oh.
fucking great. So when I went to lunch, I called Regional Hyundai because that's the dealership that I typically go to here, and I was greeted with AI. And it was like the typical AI that a lot of companies are using now, where it has like fake typing sounds while it's thinking about the answer it wants to give you. And it was like, sure, I can look at that for you. Tell me more about why you're calling. And I was just like, I was trying to get all the workarounds. I was like, I just want to schedule an appointment. I'm looking, my car is shaking when I accelerate. And it was like, and then it finally got to the place where I was going to schedule it, and it said, looks like our earliest appointment is September 16th, which at the time of recording it is September 3rd. And I said, I'm not going to be driving around with my car doing that for 2 weeks. So I hung up, I got the appointment scheduled, and I was just like, whatever, if it's the thing I have to wait for, I'll take it. So then I hung up, and I thought, oh, there's another Hyundai dealership here in town, and it's Tulsa Hyundai. And I called them. They're further away from us because they're in South Tulsa. They're actually near where I used to work. And I called, and a human picked up the phone. And it was
What do you
awesome.
want?
I was so surprised. I was just like, I actually said, I was like, are you a human being? And she was like, yes. And she laughed, and she
Will
was
you
lovely,
be using the
and
McDonald's app today?
I will, if I can fix the car. But yeah, she was great. She was like, yeah, we can see you today. I mean, like, what time works best for you? And I was like, oh, bless. And I got to go take my car right after work, and it was quite a shaky ride, literally. Like, every time I was accelerating, the car would shake a lot, and so it makes me think that it's like a fuel pump, or maybe like a
like
fuel
sensor
injector
or
is clogged,
something.
sensor or something. And so the car is currently there. I had to leave it, and I'm taking Anthony's car to work tomorrow, and he's going to get a ride with a coworker because we live close to his job. But it was
I
just
could technically work
so
from
nice.
home, but they won't let me.
Exactly. But it was just so nice talking to a person and like being able to tell them what the issue with the car was and getting an appointment today and getting the car taken care of, because Hyundai does have a really great warranty. They have a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty if you're the original owner of the car, which I am, and it only has 40,000 miles on it. So anything that's wrong with it, I think, is going to be covered. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that it's just a simple issue and they can fix it tomorrow and I can get the car back. But my God, those AI answering systems are just, it's so automated to the point where it's not even functional.
I will say, you hold them to it on this entire process, because my ex had a Hyundai and we went to the dealership, and I think it was his AC was messing up, where his driver side was not putting out cool air when his passenger side was, and that's an actuator, and it's really common for those to go out, especially in Hyundai. And they kept holding on to his car, or was like unable to get the part, and kept going, oh, well, we ordered the wrong part. And so at one point I was like, let me talk to them. And I was like, this has happened 3 times now, and I'm not going to deal with this anymore. You get the right part in, you make sure it's for the right car, and you make sure that the time that we bring the car in is when you're going to install it. We're not going to sit and leave the car all fucking day. you're going to handle this now. And they did. Because they piss around all the time. And I'm like,
Yes, they
we're not
do.
going to fuck around anymore because I am being shitty with Acura right now. So I'm getting real strict with these car companies.
It was really funny
you
too
should.
because when I pulled up to the dealership, there were like I drive a Hyundai Tucson, and I pulled up and there were literally 5 other Hyundai Tucsons like in the service bay area, and I was like, "Is something going on?" But this was the first big
They're
issue
all
that I've
vibrating.
had. It's the first big issue I've had with the car, and it was fine in Minnesota because we did drive back and forth, and we drove up there and drove back. So it just happened this morning. So I'm wondering like, what's going on? It's just a part that probably went out, and it's hopefully it's a common thing, and they can fix it, and I can have the car back, but. I don't think I'm going to have to pay for an arm and a leg for it because it should be covered under the warranty, so I'm not really that worried about it.
Well,
So yeah, they're in the burn book this week. Fuck you, Regional Hyundai.
it was like, I think a lot of Hyundai dealerships need to be in the burn book because both of them in Oklahoma City suck. So I hope you have good luck with this one.
I hope so because they were great when I brought it in, and they
I
were
was
really
like, do
cool,
not-
and they were very nice.
If they try and dick you around when you call and they're like, oh, well, we didn't get the part yet and all, like, be shitty. Be like, listen, I'll put this shit in writing. We need to get this done.
I'm going to be like, listen,
aggressive.
there were like 5
Be
other Hyundai
aggressive.
Tucsons there at the same time. I'm sure you have the part laying around. God damn. So yeah. But do
Anyways, do you guys think it's game time?
Yes,
Game
please.
time? All right. So this week I've got a game for us, and it's a game I'm calling Job Descriptions. So I went online and looked for weirdest types of doctors and medical professionals. This is not really a points-based game. It's kind of like a Jay and Anthony kind of work together to figure this out kind of game, just for fun. And I found 6 lesser-known experts in the medical field, their positions, and I'm going to tell you the position, and you're going to try and best guess what their job entails. Does
Okay.
that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not really a
I'm
points
actually
thing. There's no
wondering how many of
buzzers.
these Jay's probably seen personally.
Maybe a
Or
couple.
scheduled.
All right. So number 1
I got an
is...
appointment with one of those in a year from now.
They
that
said
for
next
my
available
butt?
appointment. Yeah.
Wow. My butt.
Number 1 is a space psychologist.
Is this a psychologist who specifically sees astronauts?
Or
It
is this
is.
a psycho... Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, Anthony got it, so.
No, that's right.
It's
Yeah,
not
so
points based,
basically...
Jay, so you can't lose.
No, that's...
Yeah, exactly. You're working
Wow!
I'll give you a little more time on each one, moving on to kind of bounce around. But basically, a space psychologist is they operate in an extraordinary environment. Space psychologists support astronauts facing psychological and psychosocial changes during missions. With the vast distance between astronauts and Earth, coupled with communication delays, space psychologists provide counseling and support before, during, and after space flights. They also contribute to the selection process of astronauts by evaluating their mental health to ensure a cohesive team. Similar to like people that work at the Antarctica bases. They have to like
Yeah.
make sure they're mentally
Makes sense.
stable. Yeah, it's totally. All right, number 2, a nocturnist.
It'd be like a sleep doctor.
What do you think, Jay?
I was like, I have a sleep doctor, and I don't remember that being what they're called.
I was just calling them sleep doctors, but obviously that's something to do with nighttime.
Yeah, it is. So
And this
I
is
wonder
the
if
doctor
it's-
that specializes in phobias of nocturnes.
I was wondering if it was a doctor that specializes in like, oh wait, what if it's a doctor that just like supports people at nighttime rather than daytime? Since some people work.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I
Good
like
job,
that.
Jay.
I
That's
think
that's
the one,
closer.
yeah.
Holy
because
shit.
I would have thought that a nocturnist is like someone who studies things at night. But it says, although the term may sound eerie, nocturnists are medical specialists who work night and graveyard shifts, attending to patients in need of 24-hour supervision. These professionals play a vital role in healthcare by ensuring continuous care during nighttime hours when other doctors are typically unavailable.
Yeah, nice. I was
Nice.
like, wait a minute, those have to exist. So
Yeah,
Well,
they have to.
obviously, yeah.
Round-the-clock care. All right, number 3, a wound care specialist.
That's just like somebody
doctor who
tends
takes care
to
of boo boos.
wounds, like flesh.
You're right,
wounds.
Jay. No, I'm just kidding. Jay, you're right. It's boo-boos. Hey, boo-boo.
Hey, boo boo.
Yeah, you guys are right, kind of. So let me explain it a little more to you. So it says, specializing in the treatment of long-term wounds affecting millions of individuals, wound care specialists focus on wounds that do not heal, particularly in people with conditions like diabetes and weakened immune systems. Their expertise is critical in preventing the need of amputations in cases of severe foot ulcers, for
Cut
example.
it off.
Oh,
Britney Spears. I may have lost a foot to diabetes, but I'm still sexy, y'all.
Diabetes.
That's interesting. I never thought about that with
Yeah.
people who have like wounds that do not close because they have like autoimmune disorders like HIV or AIDS.
Yeah. Or like a
makes sense.
stoma or like a colostomy bag or something like that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Gosh, I just never think about those things. Huh? Okay.
Because maintaining those kind of things, you got to keep up with it, or you can get an infection really bad.
Yeah,
All right.
I like to smoke through my stoma.
I like to get hemorrhoids in my stoma, like Jay.
Oh,
You ever get freaky with that thing?
no, we'll have to put a camera in there and check them.
It's one of those.
Anyway, number
disposables.
4.
All right. Number 4, cytotechnologist.
Oh,
Say that one more time.
Cytotechnologist.
Cyto.
CYTO technologist.
Yeah, no, I'm assuming it was CYTO.
You would. You'd better.
It's like a somebody who does research at like the cellular level.
Yeah, actually. So
Yeah.
yeah. It's a really fancy name, but it's really hard work, I'm sure. So it says collaborating with pathologists and microbiologists. Cytotechnologists, often clad in lab coats, study cells and cellular anomalies. They examine human cells to detect signs of infections, cancers, and other illnesses, contributing significantly to the early diagnosis and treatment of diseases. So they're part of an important team.
Yes.
Yes,
Glad I
very
got
much
that.
so.
I like words.
Number 5, biohazard cooker.
Is this someone who gets rid of biohazards, like literally destroys them?
No, this is Jay working the smoker out back during cookout day at the Beards Sundries market.
This is Jay's
Hey.
robust and tight asshole.
With an apron on.
Biohazard cooker. Is that?
Anthony's essentially right.
Oh, okay.
Like
okay.
they specialize.
Sorry,
in
I thought you
disposal
meant he
of
wasn't, so I was like,
biohazards, right?
oh, okay, let me keep going.
No. Anthony's got it pretty much right. It says, considered one of the most unusual medical professions, medical waste biohazard cookers handle the disposal of infectious medical waste using autoclaves, chemical treatments, microwave treatment, beep beep, or incinerators. Despite the seemingly unpleasant nature of their work, they play a crucial role in maintaining a hygienic and safe healthcare environment. I never really thought about their job before, but I guess it really is important. And
Do you
Well,
think
they
at the
just
one-
toss all that shit out in the trash can in the back?
Do you think at the 1 second mark they open the microwave and they're like, haha, I'm not going to listen to your intone?
I do it. at
it's
work
2
all the
a.m. They
time.
don't want to wake up. They don't want to make the nocturnist mad. They have to
They
stop. the
turn around
microwave.
and drop a beaker and they're like, God damn it!
Yeah.
Bounces
T
for
virus
45
from
minutes.
Resident Evil. I never thought about how important that work is, but it probably is super duper important. I wonder when they preheat it, do they put it on broil? I don't know. All right,
Probably hotter
And-
than that.
and our last one, number 6.
$3.75?
For 20 minutes. Or until you see it bubbling up the sides.
Oh God, till you get that crusty brown bubbling sides on the casserole.
Flaky!
Flaky.
Oh, God damn it, Blanche. Stop stepping on the one testicle left.
Good job, Blanche.
These boots are made for walking. All right, number 6, our last one, cardiac perfusionist.
So heart.
Perfusionist? Yeah, obviously. But what's the
I wanted to get that out of the way right now.
Perfusionist?
You usually do.
Perfusionist. Is this... Yeah, I don't fucking know. Cardiac perfusionist. Somebody who specializes in...
Pumping hearts.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, yeah.
I was like, that's where I'm at. It's like somebody who keeps it going.
Yeah. Somebody who's
It's-
during surgery, maybe massaging it? I don't know.
That's really close, and it's a job that I didn't really know that it had a specific function, but it does make sense, kind of like an anesthesiologist, right? So a cardiac perfusionist, working behind the scenes in open surgeries, cardiac perfusionists operate the heart-lung machine, ensuring the continuous flow of blood and oxygen during procedures like heart surgeries and organ transplants. These specialized professionals are essential for the success of the critical medical interventions, and board certification is a requirement for their practice. I didn't know that. I didn't know that that was a specific thing. That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is really cool.
Jay's just back
But-
there wow, I don't know what any of this does.
He's at 88.8 the bud.
Blood. Squeezing some blood. Oh, that's your heart. Whoops.
Oh,
Squeeze it real tight, and then you're dead.
Then I let loose. Oh, you're gone.
Jay pulls out. He's like, well, I guess this guy didn't have the right one either. Back to
Jesus
single online
Christ.
dating. Oh my
Anyway,
goodness.
Oh my goodness, he's dead.
I think I hear the music coming back on, and it's the opening theme from ER.
I think I hear the music coming back on and it's just saying,
Well, I think I hear the music coming back on because it's from 88.8 The Bud.
Now I understand why none of you call our hotline, but it still exists at 405-999-2242. And you can leave a voice message there or in our email, or if you choose not to because of those bad jokes that were just made, I understand.
oh yeah, pick up the phone and call the fart line.
We were far with your grandma.
Oh my goodness! And Beardos, it's time to stick out our tongues and go, So, we've got to go. If you would like to help us out, go and subscribe to the podcast so you can get reminders every Sunday when we release a new episode. We also post frequent updates on all of our social media sites for any additional sundries that we add to the market.
And don't forget to rate us 5 farts and leave a review. Meow, meow, meow. Those reviews are going to get us found by more shitters like you. And it just eats one. You can tell somebody in the stall next to you to listen to this farty podcast. That would double our shits.
Oh, we're never retarded to the farty.
Check us out on our socials, the Instagram, the Facebook, the TikTok, the Blue Sky, and the YouTube, and the Fart Talk. And
Buzz.
Email us at beardsandsundries@gmail.com, which I did not get right earlier. Also, go to our website, beardsandsundries.com, where you can buy some merch, like our shirt that says 88.8 The Bud.
The Bud.
The Bud. You're putting
So, from the three of us endoscopic shop clerks here at the Beards and Sundries Market, make sure to
love yourself.
Because we already
shit yourself.
love you.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Bye, Beardo.
Hi, my grandson!
I was like, did a doctor really tell him this? Is
I
that what
shit
happened
you
to
not.
you? Is you went to the asshole doctor, and the asshole doctor said, "Wow, that is a great asshole. It's so
I cannot-
robust."
Robust is a very generous word choice for anyone's asshole.
I cannot begin. Okay.